Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. Today in front of us is the Lego Fiat 500 from Lego Creator Expert. They make about one of these sets a year. It's always a different car, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's always in a different color. This is made in cool yellow, and this color isn't actually that commonly used, and they made a lot of pieces in this cool yellow color for the first time to create this car, which is really, really cool. We're going to be getting into all of the details in this set for this review, but first I do want to say thank you to the Lego group for sending this set over to us to do a review. We really, really appreciate it, and a Creator Expert car like this I think just comes out maybe once a year or something, so it's a pretty special set to get. At the end of this video also I will be doing a full Creator Expert car lineup so you can see what this looks like in the greater scheme of all the larger, more detailed creator cars that Lego has made throughout the years. And yeah, let me just talk about the logistics of this set first and foremost. It is set number 10271. It has 960 parts, sells for $90 in the States, or I think €80 or 75 pounds in the UK. Those are the three major price points that you can find this car at. It is currently on sale, and it comes with a special little painting of the Fiat in front of the Roman Colosseum. You can see there. I'll be showing off all the little details as we go through this video, but yeah, let's jump into the closer details right now. So if you are at all familiar with the Fiat or the Fiat 500, you'll know this is a very, very small car. I think actually a little bit smaller than the VW Bug, and this is reflected in relative size. This is actually one of the smallest Creator Expert cars to have come out in an extremely long time. Even less pieces than the big boy Harley Davidson. So that should give you a pretty good idea as to how big or small this car is. And you'll definitely see that with the comparison at the end. It's a really, really fun little thing to move around, quite strong. You can handle it like very easily. You can pick it up from the side roof, which is wonderful. Even this thinner part right in the middle, which is even more impressive considering there isn't even hardly that much connecting. This is the cloth top roof, and you can even kind of pick it up from the windscreen, though I wouldn't, obviously I wouldn't recommend something like that. It's just a wonderfully easy model to handle. So anyways, let's get into the interactive features. Let's check out the inside. You can open up the doors, obviously. They open, I think, beyond what is the normal and or reasonable angle. That's like 180 degrees right there, which I don't know. I haven't actually messed around with a Fiat before in real life. Who knows? Maybe the doors can open this far, but I seriously doubt it. And you can see that the back seat here also leans forward. You can also open the sunroof like you saw before, even though actually when you open it, you're kind of supposed to, you're supposed to push it in so it folds in on itself like that, a little bit easier. So in terms of these folding features, you've got both seats, both the doors, the back opens to reveal the engine, and this is the front, which has the spare tire. This is a rear mounted engine configuration, also very similar to how the old VW Beetle was set up, and this is the little engine here in the back. So in terms of movable features, that's everything. We've got the back, we've got the doors, both doors on either side, obviously. We've got the cloth top and the hood with some of the maintenance and the spare tire. Oh yeah, and the seats. All right. Now, just to make life a little bit easier, I've removed the roof so you have an idea, just a little bit of a better look onto the inside. Very simple. Just look at that one little sticker print detailing there by the steering wheel. It is hardly anything, really. You can see the little Fiat print that goes along the little steering wheel there. That's probably offset somewhat, my bad. But yes, really, really simple when it comes to the interior. We've got a nice, easy, sloping, smooth setup when it comes to both of the seats. The seats don't have a hinge in the middle, but maybe I can break this out too just to show you guys. I thought this was fun. Look, only one of them came up, but we have the Nougat little Nexonite Weird Guy arm piece that was used to attach the seats to the bottom of the car. There's some fun, interesting connection points. This is one of my favorites just because they use basically a modified minifigure arm in order to get the exact connection that they wanted here. And then here you can see it actually mostly put back together. So that's a pretty fun idea. There's a few other points of the set that are like that as we go through, but that's probably the one that's a little bit easier to show you guys. And then this is the back seat. A little bit more narrow, obviously. I've never been in the back of one of these cars, or in the front of one of these cars for that matter, but I have a feeling it's probably not too comfortable trying to get yourself fit behind the driver's side. Also, before I put the roof back on, I really do like this piece, the trans clear. What is that? It's a 1x4, I think maybe 3 bricks high, little arching curved brick there. Looks great. It's got the little support piece in the middle, which it's such a clear piece. It almost looked like there was there was 2 pieces put together, at least when I saw this from the pictures initially. Also, now that I got the roof back on, here is just the handle, and I think, I'm not entirely sure, I think that's the roller for the windows there on the side. So that's the inside of the door detailing. In general, this extra bump that we have along the side is probably my favorite physical external feature in terms of shaping for the car. I also think they got this looking pretty good. This is super, super hard to get looking good while also including this folding out function, so that's great. And let me see if I can get the lighting a little better. All right, this is the very small, very dinky, I'm going to assume, engine that goes in the back of the Fiat. I'm not entirely sure how powerful these cars were. I don't know the size or liter size of the engine, but I'm sure it is nothing too impressive. But the detail here is actually decently put together. I do like what we're looking at, though. I regret to tell you I'm not very good at identifying the specific physical features, though I'm sure the designers intentionally put those hoses and pieces on the inside there in very specific places. This is some luggage that can fit onto the back. We have some nice little stickers, some sticker detailing, 3 of them. That one is blank there, but that's nice. It can fit pretty easily onto the little cage, and it can stick onto the back, no problem. When you're looking at it from this side, let me get that other door. Really love this subtle little curve that comes along the side, and then it comes towards the front. It's on both of these edges, just this here. Super, super simple, but it makes all the difference when it comes to rounding out the overall shape of this vehicle. I actually changed the light a little bit so we could see into the back, but so nice. This is really fun. The sort of sprayed silver hubcaps that we have with a little bit of the white inline interior. I didn't mention it before, but I'm sure someone has said it already in the comments. This guy looks a lot like Luigi from Cars. I have a feeling that at some point someone's going to make like a funny eye modification for this Fiat, and then they're also going to put a Guido, like a smaller little Guido in a nice light blue next to him. I think that would make a lot of sense. When it comes to the front detailing, once again, just wonderful, smooth little lines. I love the use of that small 1x2 sloped bit. Another Fiat print. We have a couple of unicorn horns, and this says Tofo 1965. These are the Italian plates, so you can choose from a variety of different stickers for the license plate detailing. We've got another little sticker for the 500 on the back, and then let me just show you very quickly. These are the spare parts. You can see a couple of the larger license plate pieces that are included, and these are the stickers that I have not yet taken off. But I think one's for Denmark, and I don't know where the other one's for, maybe Germany or something. And then I did forget to show you a little closer. Oops, I just broke that completely off. The hood goes up to about this point, but it's only attached by 2 clips. There is the spare tire. It doesn't have a hubcap, like it doesn't have a nice little silver hubcap, but that actually makes sense. I think originally it would only come with the 4 main ones, and there isn't really any other detailing on the inside of this, though you can see a little bit of how this car was constructed in Lego form. I do think there's some wonderful pieces here. I like these rounded over bits that come in the front. We have those 1x2 rounded plates with the stud holes open in there. They're actually very useful and used several times in order to get these nice little angles. And in case you were wondering, this is what the bottom looks like. Really, really simple. If you couldn't guess before, then yes, this confirms it. The steering wheel does not affect the front two tires there for turning this thing. You can see a little thing for an exhaust. It's just a clipped-on little monocle or telescope piece. And there are all of the major details for this car. Now, most Creator Expert cars come with extra little accessories, and this one is what came for the Fiat. It is a wonderful, looks like an oil painting of the Fiat parked right in front of the Roman Colosseum. You can see your little color palette at the bottom, a paintbrush, and that's it. I mean, it's a really, really simple construction for the stand. Nobody's really, I think, paying attention to the build for how it's constructed in the back, though it is simple and it looks decent enough, but the actual sticker detailing here for the painting is put together. It's just a nicely put together print. It's just a good quality little detail. You can see little bits of red flying over. I don't know if those would be planes in the sky or if it's just a creative liberty from the artist, but it certainly is a nice detail through and through. Now, like all Creator Expert sets, and actually a lot of idea sets and such, the manual is a little bit above average when it comes to just what it comes with in the beginning. There's some nice trivia and information about the Fiat 500. This is fun. There's information about the Lego designer that put this together. And there's not much, that's it. There's only a few pages of it, and we've got this nice Fiat Nuova 500 here in the back. So it's a good looking print on the front. You can see it's kind of faded like an old photograph. And that's, I knocked that over, but there we go. And let me show you the box. Normally, box art isn't something that I pay attention to too much, but this is a little bit more of a collectible set, so I just thought you guys might want to see it. Wonderful sort of dusk or dawn coloration that we have on both the front and back. Also, it feels like the photo, the art photo, feels like it's slightly overexposed, like an old photograph, which is nice. So this is a box that I think people will probably hold on to for years to come. Slightly more collectible set. Alrighty, so here is a good chunk of a lot of the more contemporary Creator Expert vehicles that have come out in the past several years. Really, really wonderful builds. You can definitely see how colorful and how bright this car is compared to most of the others. None have been done in yellow. You can see a little bit of yellow on the surfboard from the VW, but really the Fiat 500 is a very different looking car, I think, compared to the rest of the lineup, and it certainly fits in quite well. It's smaller than the rest, less pieces than the rest, and you can really see its actual size in comparison. These aren't perfectly scaled cars, you know, compared to each other, let's say, but they're close enough, certainly close enough to look pretty darn good when they're all together. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. I think in terms of part to price ratio, it's totally fair. It's right on par with the rest of these cars. And I think the design in terms of quality is, of course, very much on par. It only seems like these builds get more advanced as time goes by. So there it is, the Fiat 500. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. I think it's a pretty awesome addition to the overall Creator Expert line when it comes to vehicles. And let me know which type of car you'd like to see Lego make at this scale next. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault. Rewatching my video, I realized that I had the painting in the wrong placement. So here it is. This is the fix-it part. I'm sure people have said this in the comments that I've already messed it up. But now if you stay to the very end, you can be the guy that says, hey, look, he figured it out. Look, go to this part of the video. Cool. Wow, aren't you glad you stayed around this long?